folks, welcome back to the EMBOCALYPSE. We have been focusing on the Tesseract, which is in the background. Today we're going to focus on infrastructure to allow us to keep building the Tesseract. And a lot of that's going to revolve around our wood problem. Yes, I have a wood problem. Stop laughing at the back, children. And some other things as well that we need to resolve we're working on last time. What I want to do is, and this may seem strange because this district is not particularly huge, really. But by the time we get over here, we are a decent distance across this. So I think I'm going to set up another district in this corner. But predominantly focused on supplying District 5 with the things that it needs to build the Tesseract. So we're going to get another mine going. I did think about doing a mine over there, but obviously then it's got to transport goods quite a long way. So yeah. But we're going to use District 5 to help with setting that up. And that's going to be probably largely the focus of today, I think. I might then throw in a time lapse at the end of getting some more of the Tesseract built. Obviously, this is there's quite a lot of change in height across here. And I think we probably want to tackle some of that. Maybe level some of this terrain out a little bit. We definitely want to clear out all of these trees that we've got floating about up here because of the shortage of lumber that we have. So I'm going to focus on initially enabling access to those. And we might actually want to make these highest priority. Did have the suggestion, and I'm recording this on Sunday morning, so the previous episode has only just gone live, and I did make the suggestion to deprioritize all of the Tesseract, so that the new things that I need to build, I don't need to keep prioritizing. But as I said, I don't fancy going through and deprioritizing all of this. It's just going to be a massive pain to deprioritize and then reprioritize the few things that I want to be a priority. So I'm just going to deal with needing to prioritize what needs to be a priority. That doesn't really bother me particularly. The only things we really have prioritized are the bridges and things, and the ones of those they can get to, they'll build as they can. So yeah. We have in District 5 a small amount. We have a decent supply of logs, a small amount of lumber. So if we come over here, do we have enough metal now? We do. We have enough resources now to build the larger of the metal smelters. That's the word I was looking for, of the smelters. So we will in fact come in here and build a bigger smelter. They probably are still struggling with scrap metal because we still only have the one mine up and running. I'm guessing we have the same issue over here, that we've got very little scrap metal. I do wonder if it is worth us opening up the mine over here. Let me know what you think. There is scrap metal here, but again, it's quite a long way to get to it. And really the main user of metal is this district. So yeah. What we can do is we do have a few spare bots is we can now extend this path a little bit and throw in another scrap metal flag. We will prioritize the building of that and actually have the game running at some sort of pace. I'm only going to put in the 2 lumberjack flags for now. We might add more now as we do open up access to more of this. Making sure that I have trees marked for cutting. Because I guess the sooner we can clear the trees out, the sooner we can make progress on some of the other things. So probably actually it does make sense to get some more tree cutting going on, and actually we could do with the wood. So yeah, let's throw in a few more lumberjacks. Make sure they are set to be bots. Let's come in and mark more of these trees to be cut. And what I want to do is, I think a lot of this land I am going to level. We have a decent supply of dynamite and extract, so it would probably be pretty sensible to come in here and get a stockpile of dynamite and extract over here. Again, yes, I'm going to have to keep prioritizing things, but that's fine. Oh, look at that FPS. Oof. Path there, and maybe we'll do another lumberjack down here, and just work on getting more of this bit cleared. Because this first area I would quite like to get in as a forest. So, can you not reach up there? You cannot. So those we will get rid of. I'll put one here, and we will start the process. I did not prioritize building those. Okay, let's do that, and then we will start the process, and it potentially is just going to take time. Stay it along with me, of knocking down some of this, ready to put in our next forest. So while they're working on that, we can also think about planting more canola now. Although I did want to think about raising this up, but actually this is probably okay. So let's just come in here and get all of this planted up. I'm tempted to say let's not plant those. Actually, we've got quite a lot of beets now, so maybe we don't need to. We've got quite a lot of most things by the looks of it. There are some things we're not doing at the moment. Corn supply is looking really good. Maybe I'm just going to leave that for now, and we will decide what we're going to plant in there in a bit. But what I was thinking is maybe we would be sensible to come in here and plant more trees as well. So we could come across here. We could throw in a lumberjack to mop up all of these dead pines. Let's get a path across to this guy. Let's mark these to be cut. Make sure you're a bot, and then they'll get to those eventually, and then we'll come back to that in a bit. So you're done. So let's come in here, get those done. Make sure those are prioritized by haulers. And let's prioritize this. The other thing, obviously, maybe not obviously, is that while the builders are prioritizing doing this, some of our other resources will recover a little. So that's a benefit as well. Which is good. There's a few sneaky little bits in there we can grab. So that all needs to be triples. There's a few singles we can maybe grab there. We're gonna need some path. Tree there that clearly I have not set to be cut. There we go. Some of that needs to be, there we go. Right. Well, you're going to be an annoying one, aren't you? Bosh. Oh, I missed it. Oh, bosh. I will get you. Yeah, but so I think this is going to help. I think distracting the builders a little bit is going to help. Let's just have a quick look in our other districts. These are very low on logs over here, but otherwise generally okay. And down here, yeah, they're doing okay. They're doing okay. We could probably improve some things, but, you know, we're kind of focused on a big project. So we need to get that done, but you can go and you can go. So this one needs to be covered in triple dynamite, but not you yet. You are triples. You are going to be doubles. That tree's gone now, so you can go. You are doubles. You don't really need to be there. And then let's go to about there, shall we? A completely arbitrarily picked point. Path up there, path across there. That's got a path going all the way along it. So, right, stay up. Do I want to grab those as well? Why not? Hey, why not indeed? So, grab our prioritization tool. If you'll let me click on it. So, you, come on. There we go. Oh, look at that FPS. Look at that FPS. There we go. The game's not happy all the time at the moment. Actually, I'm going to prioritize those. Those ones I want to get done. Oh, we missed one. You need to go in there. Let them do that. We could run the game a little bit faster, maybe, to get those in So I'm starting to think about Update 7 releasing properly. Update 7 is due to release properly next month. And I would like to have this series wrapped up before then. If we're away before then, that's kind of fine. What do I want to achieve to consider this series done? For me, there are two significant things that I want to get done in this series to consider it complete. Those are to have the 5 layers of the Tesseract complete. That's pretty key, I think. And I also want to have the Badwater completely sorted. So that means that we need to have under here dealt with. I've got a rough idea in my mind of how I want to deal with it, but we're going to get the Tesseract built first. So, yeah. But that's the goal for this series. Is to achieve those things. So you guys have an idea of what my plan is. Because I want to be able to transition it to update 7 once it's available. And obviously there'll be the whole lag with mods updating and stuff. So really don't want to, or basically I want to have this save done. Is what I'm trying to get to. So that's my intent, to be finished with this before update 7 goes live properly. Which will mean we can then start something fresh. I fully expect that Bobingabout will very quickly adapt to whatever changes are made when update 7 goes to full release. So I'm not sure yet. I might do Iron Teeth because I haven't done a series of Iron Teeth with update 7 on as content. I have played the Iron Teeth with update 7. I might do another Emberpelts series. I will kind of take a bit of guidance from what folks would like to see. But we'll get to that point when we get a bit closer. That's a little way off yet. But we will, for now, prioritize all of this. And that one. And, yeah. I probably won't pull all of this down to this level. I might have it as 2 levels. I just don't want it to be all the multi-level that this whole corner is. It's kind of not conducive to easy to build. Might not be a bad idea to have fuel and lubricant over here as well. Get the bots, or save the bots traveling a long way. Obtain, then everything they need is nearby. Yep. But that will give us a nice size canvas to work with on that front. Down here. They've not quite got to that yet. Or that, which is fine. It's not a massive problem. We are actually managing to get wood imported now, which is good. So as I said, I think doing another project to distract from the massive resource consumption does help with that. And scrap metal's gone up. Obviously, having a whole load of beavers rip this down, or bots, is going to help with that as well. Just because if they're doing something else, they are not consuming the key resources that we are so limited on. So those have got to go. There's a ledge there that we need to deal with. So let's get those in. That job is in. We will obviously need to have. I think we'll maybe make the district boundary about where this is, because I don't think it's going to take too long to rip out this, particularly if we keep expanding our number of scrap metal bots. And we might as well, because the more of them we've got doing it, the quicker we will achieve clearing it. Right, so let's put in a piece of explosives there. We can detonate that one now. Obviously don't want to detonate this yet, because they're going to be going over it to get to those. And hopefully now, no, not quite got to that job yet. Again, it might be sensible to just give those a priority nudge, just so they actually get to doing them. Yeah. And they are making pretty short work of this now, which is good. It's a very good thing. Right, that can all be detonated now. That needs a double explosive placing on it. I over egged it there by the looks of it, so that needs some dirt placing in it, but we can for now deprioritize that, because they can get to that in a bit, or it could actually be where we end up putting our irrigation pond in. Who knows? Let's actually not have them do that yet, just in case it happens to be the perfect spot for an irrigation pond. So let's detonate that. There we go. Lots of lovely explosions today. Have I put the wrong ones on there? Yes, I have. Oof. Oh, quick to the comment section. We can fix it. There we go. Utter game-ending disaster averted. Right. Now, let's pause the game for a second, measure how wide this is. So 10, 20. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. So that's 30 wide. So we want to go. We want our irrigation pond to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our irrigation pond should sit about there. So those are not in the right place. And then if we come down from, we want to be sitting in the widest point really. So I think if we put our irrigation pond about here, and then once this is gone, we'll be able to make use of the full space. So let's also prioritize that. And then let's continue. I always click on the wrong one there. I'm going to continue to add scrap metal removers, because removing that is kind of important, because otherwise it's going to be in the way. Well, we don't want them building all of those. Thank you very much. Before they get carried away and start putting stuff there. I know what you're like, beaver bot builder thingies. Awesome. Right, let's blow that up. Blow that up. Let's delete that. Then let's come in here with the single explosives. Let's demolish that. Come in here. That. And that. Let's go fluid dump. Stream gauge. Forester. Actually, really, if I made that one further across, or bear with me, folks, if we did, if we turn that off for a second, because it's really annoying. Delete. Actually, we probably wanted to keep that one, but anyway, delete those, insert that there, and path goes there. Oh, it might not work. It might not work. Yeah, we're gonna. It doesn't matter. It just means we can't put a stream gauge in. Fluid dump. Forester. Delete that piece of path. And then the intent will be that the path comes up there and goes straight through. Because that'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, I agree. We'll link for now. You select the path. Thank you. We'll link those for now. We'll delete those for now. We'll hopefully get that ripped out very soon. And I'm just going to speed things up because I would like to see where the irrigation spreads to once that's in. We're going to need to allow space for some lumberjacks. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lumberjacks is probably a good number to have. And that's prioritized, so they should get that eventually. This can all go once it's sorted properly. Yep. Scrap metal's going up very nicely, which is good. Come and demolish that, you know. There we go. Well done, bot. Good job. And then we can have that be a straight path. Because it will look nicer. They can come and get that built, which will be good. This guy's cleared all of that out, which is great. We're going to come across here. We're going to come up here. We are going to remove that. We're going to fill that in. We're going to fill that in. We're going to fill these in. No, not you. Like that. So just do a bit of a path. A bit of a path. That should let them do most of that. There's maybe benefit in allowing them to get down here. Like that. I don't know. Like that. There we go. This is taking a little while, but prioritize like that. Fill storage. Water obtain. There we go. Prioritize the build. I love how the scrap suddenly goes green. So we need to knock some of this back a bit more. I do want to maximize the benefit we're getting from this. Yes, I know. I'm going to leave that just because it'll annoy some of you. Let's come up here, cut these down. Oh, you're annoying. You're very annoying. You need a path all of your very own. Right, you can be paused. Also annoys me when you try and click on those and you get the bop, not the flag. Let's start getting these in. Even though we can't quite do the whole area. We can do a lot of it. And because there is a lot to plant, we'll put in 2 more lumberjacks. Not lumberjacks, foresters. Actually, we'll put in another one there. Because quicker we can get the bulk of that planted, quicker they can actually make progress on them growing in. Because that is a long old job. Getting a new forest established. So we'll do that. Just keeping an eye on the time. So yeah, between them, they should get that planted much quicker now. this is still happening in the background and actually not insignificant progress. And the supply of planks is holding up. The metal supply obviously is not. The scrap metal supply is. So yeah. Maybe we don't necessarily need an extra district. Maybe we just need to get the log production flowing, because we've literally just decimated our tree stocks. And I think once we've cleared this, we are going to be massively struggling for scrap metal, but we're not that far from the mine. How are we doing for dirt? We've still got loads of dirt, so they can stay paused. So maybe it doesn't need to be another district. Maybe it's okay. Yeah. I wanted to just delete you. I'm wondering. Lag running on ×10 is horrible. Let's go to ×5. Or ×3. I am wondering if I path this in. Up to that mine. And it's not necessarily yet the most straightest path. If we got... Come on. We got those, and it told me how far it was. A little bit of me is thinking that we don't do another district, because when I'm not doing silly things, I'm getting relatively okay performance. And most things are holding up okay. The only thing we're really struggling with is metal and trees, and we can grow more trees. We've got plenty of sites we can be growing more trees. So, yeah. That's 153. It is quite far, but... yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think, I guess. Do we need to split this bit off to be another district? Because what I was thinking of doing with this fourth district is also getting more bot production going, so that we can really ramp things up. And producing the metal and the planks and the gears and stuff. So actually doing the instruction, doing the doing, I guess. So 177. Could we make that better? We could straighten some of the path a bit. 171. And that's only to the district centre. They don't need to actually go to the district centre. They need to go to where the resources are being used. So it's not awful, I don't think. Are we running the best recipe? Yeah, we are. I'm vaguely tempted to leave it in district. I am vaguely tempted to leave it in district. I think next we want to get this stuff done. So that we can then get this next tree planting area in. Because basically we need to be growing a lot more trees. So let's just slow the game down so I can actually get some control. Yeah. We'll quickly go check over here, see what's happening. So that's 0%, so that needs to go on auto. That's opened up. They're going to get wet, they'll be fine. That's open, that'll sort itself out, hopefully. Yep. This is going to empty, which is a little bit annoying. We might want to let some water into there. What was I doing here? I think I was going to create some sort of irrigation pond here. But I got massively distracted. I think I was going to hang it off the side. What we'll do, partly to give them something to do. Let's get rid of those. So that's all refilling. They're doing their thing. You should probably... yep, you're... because of the mod. There, okay. Yep, that'll clear itself out given time. Fresh water is flowing. That's doing its thing. That, you see, is not going to clear out, is it? But these will pump out the bad water. In time, although the bad water storage is full. So yeah, that needs some work. That needs some work. Now, someone did suggest that we move this out to here, and that would be better because then it would flow. So do kind of agree with that. This will open in a bit, as will this one, and that'll let water into there, which will look nicer. That's all gone, so I'm just going to leave those for a bit so that the scrap metal gets emptied out. I think you're done. You're done. You're almost done. So that probably needs prioritizing so it actually gets built. So these we should remove. We should probably come in here and fill in the terrain so that we can take full advantage of this. So we can grow as many trees as we can. And we want to plant more trees. I'm going to keep the paths because we will want path access through some of this, depending on what we decide to do. And we might be struggling actually for path access to build some of this stuff. The other thing that I'm going to do before I forget is that. Obviously, the tree cutters are paused at the moment, but, you know, hopefully we can get that built quite quick. For the efficient recipe, we need gears, bricks, and dynamite. So I'm actually going to put that back one so we don't need to delete the path. I think bricks go in a pile, so I'll set that back. That can go there, so that just needs a little bit of leveling out. Actually, I'm going to move that back one for the same reason. And actually, we'll use the large piles. So, and then we'll put in some ladders like that. So you will be gears set to obtain. You will be dynamite set to obtain. Ladder, ladder, ladder. You will be... okay. That wasn't what I was expecting in that case. You will be bricks set to obtain. And you will all be scrap metal set to supply, just in case. That's getting built nice and quickly. These need to be prioritized as well. Who's got nothing to do and they are all done, so delete those now. Awesome. This district now has a lot of spare bots, so not too worried about that at the moment. This is going to eat up 10 of them. Yeah. Eventually we will want to change this, but it's still very contaminated. Working on that. Working on this. We will also want, I guess, oh, that's a thought. That's a thought. Oh no, I have got one there. Okay. I have not been neglecting that. What I will want is a control tower there. And then storage storage. We'll put that down here. Let's flip that. So we will do fuel and lubricant. Set to obtain. Set to obtain. And let's prioritize both of those. That's almost built. So I think what we'll do is we will finish building this complex. And that will probably be it for today, folks. Right, that's all in, apart from the terrain that we need to build. So that's pretty good. That will go in, which is also good. We've made a bit of a dent in the Tesseract as well, which I'm pretty pleased with. We've, apart from wood is bad, but metal and planks have recovered. So, if we can improve our wood situation, which another forest will help with, more so if we can get this additional one up and running, because the more better. Mine is a few logs away from being done. Funnily enough, logs are the problem. There are some logs knocking about, but we can't get to them, which is kind of annoying. Those we could make it so we can get to. Those we seem to be able to get to, we're just not picking up. Those I'm just going to delete. It's probably worth us prioritizing picking all this stuff up. Because, yeah, a bunch of this stuff needs logs as well. But that is the mine done. Keep building, buddy. There we go. So we want the efficient recipe. That needs to be prioritized by haulers. That just needs a few logs. These need quite a lot of logs. So let's make sure that's prioritized. That's prioritized. Yeah, so we probably need more haulers, I think. But we do have spare bots, so that we can enable. Someone tell me why it's a bad idea to build them out here. If it is, I'm open for knowing why. But we've got land space there, so you're prioritized. That probably needs to be prioritized by haulers. Automate on product. You should be prioritized by haulers. You are. So there's fuel there now. Awesome. A few more oak trees we can plant there. Not irrigated, guess not. Excellent. Prioritize you. In the interest of being able to get to some of this land, I'm going to tell them not to replant those few oak trees so we can eventually put a path in. Awesome. Prioritize, obtain. And that just needs finishing with a few planks. And hopefully 2 mines running on the efficient recipe will be sufficient for our scrap metal needs. How are we looking here now contamination wise? We're at 20%, which is enough to have paused those, which is a bit annoying. Drop that down, unpause you. Drop that down and unpause you. Let's drop that down and unpause you. So we're essentially trying to use those to clean this enough to open this up. Not essential, but would be nice. Awesome. That is all in. And I think, folks, that is going to be it for today. I might throw in a time lapse at the afterwards to just get some more of this built. Let's just put in another one of the... Oh, we've got it there. It just hasn't been built yet. Let's get that prioritized. And then the next one will come about here, and then about there, I guess. Make sure that those are prioritized as well. But yeah, I might, if I get time before I need to get this video edited and finished, time lapse some more of the building of the Tesseract. If not, we will start the next video with a time lapse. You will know, because you'll know if there's more of the video to come. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope you're enjoying this project, which is proving to be a challenge. If I don't time-lapse this, I might time-lapse putting this in, because this is important as well. Probably more important, actually. So, yeah, I might time-lapse getting this forest put in, so that we've got the infrastructure that we need to be able to keep progressing. Either way, I will decide, and you will just be able to watch. So, yep, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Thank you to the patrons and YouTube channel members. Bye for now.